Lots of changes in the fish room. Let me show you. Alright, fishy folks, happy Sunday fun day. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, a great Black Friday. I understand there weren't too many great sales, although I believe on michaelsfishroom.com there is a big sale happening. Go check it out, michaelsfishroom.com. I believe the sale is buy 2 pair of guppies, get 1 free. 3 pairs of guppies for the price of 2. Oh my god! That's right, go check it out. And that is good today, Sunday, and Monday, Cyber Monday. So if you're watching this after Cyber Monday, you missed it. Alright, what's going on in the fish room? This rack is pretty much empty. I don't know why I have that filter in there still running. I'm like, oh, it'll pick up debris, except it's probably packed and the debris is just, you know, it's just there. Maybe I should just move it over and see if it picks up more. It's not like the other one that I have where it's got holes in the bottom. So let's see what happens there. Okay. Empty tanks. This tank was bleached. All these tanks obviously weren't bleached. Yeah, bleached. Okay. This rack, the bottom is empty for now. I was just storing some stuff there to pick it up off the floor. I do have to move that light over. We have the Cobra pond guppies. Some red, some yellow, some green. This was just a batch of fish that I put outside over the summer and brought them inside, and here's what they look like. You can see there's an extra filter in there, just holding it in there so it keeps some beneficial bacteria, or BB as they say, as the kids are saying today. Can tell you that filter right there isn't bubbling enough. We should probably investigate that. We'll check that out in a minute. There are some really nice guppies in here, like that red Cobra with the ginormous tail and the big dorsal fin. That's pretty nice. Yeah, just making babies, seeing what happens. Some of these will probably come to the NEC show in November. I lied. In March, up in Connecticut, and be for sale as part of the Mut Guppy Tank, I would guess. Alright, yellow Cobras. A bunch of this colony was also outside, and then when they came inside, 2 different females dropped fry. You can see at least 3 different batches in there, I can see. These Cobras are a little bit different. The tail shape is a little bit different than the ones to the left, and that's kind of cool if you ask me. That's what I like. It's the same fish, it's just looks different, right? Kind of like people. American koi guppies dropped 2 separate batches of fry. You can see some real little ones and some medium or larger small ones, if you see what I'm saying. I kind of like these guys. They're growing on me. They're a smaller guppy, so you can fit them in a smaller tank, a nano tank, if you will. They seem pretty prolific. I mean, she dropped fry pretty quick after I got her, then dropped fry again like 20 days later. So that was kind of cool. Just feeding these guys heavy. You can see there's some food left on the filter. Nothing to eat them except the fry. You can see there's a fry eating on that filter now. I don't know if you can see that. But I'll go in and do some maintenance in these tanks. Probably not today. I got a lot on the slate today, but this week. Alright, black Panda guppy fry explosion in here, which is quite nice. I'm considering putting fry packs up for sale on eBay or on my website. Or I might just let them grow out and sell them as adults. But I got some females from Super Breeder Steve. I had some females, I had some males. Also, very little air coming out of this tank. I gotta investigate. Why is there no air? That's interesting. So, what's the story? What is the story? They got air coming out of there. We got air there. We got air there a little bit, but no. Oh, I know why there's no air here. Because I'm an idiot, that's why. It's pretty simple, right? Watch this. Oh, look, air! No air. Air! No air. See, this was in one of the lower tanks. And me and my fancy doohickey over here, yep, that's what happened. Alright, I gotta fix that. Stand by. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. I simply disconnected the splitter I had, which is here, and connected a line directly to the nipple in the airline, and we're off to the races. Alright, so that's it for this rack. Shall we start on the top? I think we shall. Alright, red wag platies. I kind of just sell these to the local fish store. You can buy them from me. I do sell them at auction sometimes. I mean, they're clean, they're healthy, they're peaceful. There's really nothing special about them. Their color is great, but I got probably a bunch for free and just been growing them out. My guess is they're going to go away when I need that tank for my pisto breeding project, but we'll see what happens. German half black AOCs taken to their new home, Lovely Like. Yeah, really nothing special. Red lace Moscows, red Moscow lace, I forget. Colony's starting to develop. Still probably about 3 months-ish away from selling comfortably. Since I only have 2 nice males in there, I don't really want to sell one and lose it. We have a couple females that are growing nice. There's a couple juvenile males, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. Get the airline out of the way. Red Tux, doing fine. Very prolific breeder, very inexpensive, sort of fancy guppy if you're interested. Alright, one of the Cobra tanks. There's a lot of light glare here from the light below. Let's see if I can sort of fix that. There are red and green in here, and that mutt that looks delicious, I may have to take him out and put him somewhere special because he looks pretty cool. You get that every now and again. Yeah, these guys will be at the NEC shows for you to buy live and in person. And basically one of the reasons is I have a ton of them. They are a very prolific breeder. They're very nice looking. They can certainly be a good breeder for you or just a showpiece guppy in your tank. Alright, Darwin Lazuli guppies. Got these at an auction and they dropped fry right away. There's quite a few fry in there. I haven't seen the female in quite some time. I also haven't seen the body. So I don't know if she's hiding and dropping fry, but look at that male. That guy is stunning. I would imagine sometime in February-ish I'll have adults for sale, depending on the weather. But yeah, they're really nice. The second tank of Cobra guppies, also red and green in here, also doing well. Really nothing much more to say. You may say, Mike, why did you split them up? Well, at first I was splitting reds and greens, and then it just became too difficult because red is sort of a dominant color. So you'll always get reds even if you separate all the greens and blues out. But then I said, I'll just keep them in separate tanks in case something happens to one. I have the other tank. Look at that. Look at the iridescence on that fish. That's beautiful. All right. Blue diamonds also get a little color variation. See that red? But blue diamonds also a nice, easy, inexpensive fish to start with if you're looking for breeding for profit fish or just a nice guppy to start with. Japanese blues. I sold a ton of this colony off, and they are not coming back as fast as I would like. There is lots of fry in there, but I really only see 2 or 3 males, and I like the males way better. They have a lower swordtail in most cases. They have that great blue body. So we got to work on this. Half black, and what is that? What is that? I don't even think that's a guppy. Huh. We'll have to check that out. Half black tank. Sold all the adults. Just have fry right now. Really no big deal. Just growing them out. Tanaka maple leaf guppies. Colony. I bought a pair at an auction really cheap. And they dropped a couple fry. And then she dropped a couple more fry. And we're just waiting for the colony to develop before we put them on the website to sell. But how about that Java moss growing fantastically? That's perfect. I like it. All right, purple deltas. I sold the best looking fish I've ever had to Angelo, and he is super happy up in Canada with that fish. But now I'm just trying to grow these guys out. Hopefully I can get another fantastic one like that. I mean, that male is pretty nice, but not as delicious as the other one I sold. But also colony in the middle of development. So Tequila Sunrise, red blondes. Well, I don't know what you want to call them, but also an inexpensive line to start with if you're interested. Pretty prolific breeders, very strong guppies, very hardy. And this tank is the one I am most disturbed about. You can see some fish in there. This was my breeding for profit steel nebula guppies, nebula steel guppies, whatever you want to call them. And I had a few adults, few females, a few males and one male in here. And I gave a pair away to a very good friend of mine, Ryan from PRA Aquatics. Go check out his forum and his Facebook page. And everything was going fine in here, and then all of a sudden, nothing. So, I mean, there's a couple fry left, but I don't know what's up. I gotta investigate, and I'm pretty depressed about it, to be honest. All right, moving on. Purple American Delta Guppies from Hypnotic Aquatics. These are quite nice, also in the middle of development. Here is my all-male guppy tank, just extra males I have. You can see the steel nebula guppies in there. They look fantastic, but no females. So I'm waiting for some of those fries to develop before I put one of these males back in. There's also an extra American koi guppy, which will be going back in that tank soon as well. All right, down here we have the high fin laretail swordtails colony. Bunch of fry were dropped, I think before I went to Japan, so about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Those are developing. We still have some adults for sale, but mostly fry. Pink pastel steel nebula colony just exploded. Quite a few fry and many females and a few really nice looking males. We got some males that have the black, mostly black or purple in the tail, and then we have some males that have that pattern in the tail. Lots of fry going out from this tank tomorrow. That was what I was selling a lot of on eBay. So here's the Mut, M-U-T-T, Mut Guppy Tank. One of my longtime subscribers, Steven from England, thought I was saying mud. So it's Mut Guppy. It's all the spares and extras that I have, you know. Really nothing special there. All right, this tank also very depressing. Pair of Mollies, had them outside. There was some fry, lost all the fry. Brought them inside. There was one fry left, can't find him, and no more babies. If there are babies, they're eating them, but it seems like there's enough cover in there for them to be okay. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna probably give it another month or so of trying, then this pair will be up for sale. Empty tank. Real red-eyed albino in a breeder box, trying to get some babies. We'll see. Black mollies, some with laretails. The plan for these is when I have an extra tank, I'm going to split up the laretails because they're much more valuable than regular black mollies. But again, there's really nothing special about these fish that you couldn't buy in Petco or PetSmart or your local fish store, other than you know they're clean, you know they're well taken care of, you know they're well fed. So I don't have them on the website, I don't have them on eBay, but if you wanted them, certainly email me and we can figure something out. Here's the other real red-eyed albino tank. There's a male, female, and a little juvie in there. And yeah, there they are. Just looking for babies. Pink Panda Platy. That's this tank. Lots of fry, lots of grow out going on. I did lose a big Mama Jama. She passed away, probably giving birth. But she dropped like 1,000 fries, so you know that's pretty stressful, I'm guessing. All right, here's a new tank. Orange Flash Epistos. If you remember, they were in the 30-gallon down low. I finally lost the male in here too. I had Bruce in here and the male. I don't know if Bruce had anything to do with it, but the females, I had lost both females when I went to Japan. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But these guys are also in here, probably temporary until I get this rack to the left of me figured out with 20 longs. And my plan is to do 3 different Epistos and start breeding and selling those. So we'll see what happens. But let's just, I mean, is he not spectacular? Look at him. Look. But help if it would focus. Look. That's spectacular. All right, Red Brick Swordtails. All the adults are sold already, being shipped out tomorrow. Well, 5 of the adults are sold. Knowing me, I'll throw in some extra, whatever. Swordtail Grow Out. Hyphen. I don't know what you'd call these. I believe I have all females. So I have to do something there. I have to find a male to pair with them. Red Wag Swordtails. Also really nothing special there. This was in the 20 long that's behind me. Alright. Down low. Chocolate Mollies. Just growing out. Nothing special here. This tank will be broken down at some point. Not today, not this weekend, but soon. And we'll replace it with 320s, and they'll go, I don't know where they're going to go. I may put them in one of the 20 longs on the Episto rack for now until I get other Epistos and just see what happens there, but I'm not really sure. Angel Grow Out tank. Move that out of the way. We have the 6 Koi Angels and the 4 Angels that Daniel Anderson gave me, and the 4 Blue Zebra Angel Grow Outs. Everything is for sale except for the Angels Daniel Anderson gave me because they were a gift. Really, it's just a holding tank, and this tank will be broken down also with the other tanks as soon as these Angels are gone. The Kois are spoken for already unless somebody offers me a ton of money. But I'm going to trade them to Super Breeder C for some Epistos and some Guppies. So there you go. All right. Growing for profit, breeding for profit tank, sort of a catch-all. Mostly Mollies. There's a couple Swordtails in there. There's a couple Platies in there. But basically they were Platies, and I was growing stuff in there, but the stuff that I grow in there I'm not selling anymore. I'm just using it as cover for other tanks. So I love this 30 breeder tank. Eventually I think I'm going to break it down and drill it and put it in the auto water change system. But these guys seem to be doing quite well without any water changes because those plants just lap up the nitrate. Goldfish tank, nothing special there. Water on the floor, I'll show you what happened there. If you remember from Friday's video, I moved these tanks and there's paint on them. I scraped most of the paint off. The noise is unbearable. So in here we have Guppies. No, in here we have black swordtails, blue-black swordtails. In here we have the half-black, what are they? Pastel, half-black, I don't know, Guppies. And here we have the hyphen sunset platy. So here's what happened. This water line, when I left yesterday, was tucked in here like this. This morning it was here like that, and the water came out. So I have to secure it better, which I will do later. That's pretty much the around the world fish room tour for now. I just want to show you back here. We have new drains that I completed yesterday. We have the new water lines. You can see some water underneath. I did have to adjust the pitch of the drain. I did bring it up a little bit to help the water flow down. I also tilted these a little bit more so the water is heading down instead of heading down. Heading downhill instead of heading straight down. That didn't make any sense. And then my patch, this $1.69 coupler has held water. No water on the floor. Everything's dry, so we're good. Last thing I have to do today, I should do, which I probably won't, is fix this. Talked about that. I need a 1-inch coupler, which I just have to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and pick up. All right, folks, that's it for the Around the World Fish Room Tour. Hope everyone has a great Sunday fun day. Hope everyone got some good deals for Black Friday. Check out michaelsfishing.com for buy 2 get 1 free pair of guppies. See ya. Here are the red wag platies. This is just a fish I have. I sell to my local fish store. Of course, if somebody wants to buy them, I'll sell them to them. I know they're healthy. I know they're clean. That's really the only benefit to buying these for me. They got a great color on them. Excuse me. Just hiding and dropping fly. I'm pretty sure she's not dropping fly.